Hello to you all. This is a very informal call. I call it informal because you can be yourself and ask questions with confidentiality maintained. That means you need not give any names or any kind of introduction or any other details which actually talks more about you or your identity. Of course, unless you wish to express yourself very freely and openly. We are not here to judge anyone. In today's sessions, all we are going to do is just allow the blessings to flow through today to all. So today's call basically has no rules except what I have already mentioned, and that is about the usage of English as a language of communication being a group audio call. If possible, mute yourself if you are just listening during the session. And lastly, all questions should be focused on healing, mind and body health, soul journeys and beyond. I would really appreciate if religion or concepts around it do not become a topic of discussion for today, because this group has always been about healing mind, body with the soul. So now, as the callers join the audio call, probably one after the other, or some would like to actually just receive the recording after this session of today. So let us begin for today with questions I have already received through email. And then towards the end, we will do a 5-minute meditation session. So this will be a total 45-minute session. And let's begin. So the first question which has come is, I want to be very successful in life. I put my full efforts, but I feel I still have not reached my goals. I even find it hard to focus in the work I do. My manager is unhappy with my efforts. Please guide. As I was reading these statements, every statement rather brought me a lot of thoughts and questions while reading it itself. So let me just put forth that to you all. I want to be very successful in life. Firstly, what is successful in life? I mean, who has defined success? Is it you who have kept certain goals which you define as success or being successful in life? Is it the billionaire who is successful in life? Or is it the middle person like who is not so rich but is very satisfied with the job and who considers to be successful in life? So the definition of successful changes with people. So here the question is, whose definition are you following? And for you, what is becoming successful in life? What makes you feel that currently you are not? So I would just suggest to bring clarity into that. Further, you said that I put my full efforts. Now, when you say you have been putting full efforts, of course, it's according to you, you have been putting your full efforts, full hard work. Now, what if what you think as full efforts is just 1/4 the effort which your boss or manager is expecting? So in such cases, I would really want that You have a conversation with your manager who is unhappy with you. Ask the manager that what are the efforts which you need to put so that you do better in performance in the company. So this is a question which you can actually go and have a talk with the manager. Ask the manager that I would like to actually work on my skills, and I would like to know what more input I can put at the job at hand. You feel that you still have not reached your goals. So I hope your goals are defined and set. So if you have not reached your goals, there can be two reasons. One, probably those goals may not be realistic ones which you have kept, or it can also be that these goals which you see as goals, maybe you're finding it hard, as you said that you find it hard to focus at work. So one of the reasons is the work in itself might not be actually interesting for you, or probably this is not the kind of work you wish to do. Maybe that is why no matter how much efforts you're putting, you have still not reached your goals. And then probably when you put it complete efforts, probably a manager might be happy. But here I would just say, more than making others happy, even if it's a manager, understand that we all are humans and we have all our own criterias to become happy. For example, the manager might not be happy with you because probably you resemble his sister's husband whom he doesn't like, and so he doesn't like you. I'm just giving an example. So there can be countless reasons why the manager is not happy with you. So here the point is, what I'm coming to is, you need to see what makes you happy, because it's your happiness which is going to ensure that complete efforts wholeheartedly are put at job. I see that callers have joined in. If you have questions, of course, go ahead. The callers cannot be heard because it's only my voice which is getting recorded, as the callers are on my headphones. So if the caller have questions, okay, one sec. Okay, I'm not able to actually hear you properly. Probably there is a disturbance in the network. I would ask the caller to drop a message at the international WhatsApp group or email. Yeah, continuing further, because there's a network issue with the caller. I want to know, this is the second question by the way, I want to know, why am I facing so many issues with my health? Although I eat healthy, work out, and my parents never had health issues. Wow, I mean, it's really commendable that you take care of eating habits, you work out, and you have a good genetic makeup. That's hereditary condition where your parents never had health issues, as you say. So why are you facing so many health issues? Now, one of the reasons could easily be connected to, there are a lot of stresses we take on with our life. Sometimes even the very thing we are rigid about, like never missing on a meal or never missing on a workout, and if one misses, one gets stressed. That stress in itself can cause health issues. Others could be, I would just recommend that you pay attention to what you are eating, and rather I would actually ask you to note the symptoms which your body is creating. So the symptoms, how it's to be noted is, you can do it for 3 months minimum. It cannot be like only for 5 days. So in these 3 months, how is your body feeling? I mean, whenever you have symptoms, note the symptoms you're having for that day. And if you're consuming any kind of medicine, even make a note of it. Now also make a note of how bad the symptoms are becoming and for how long they remain. So it's like you are going to research your own body, study it well for 3 months, so that one can understand what is exactly going on with your health. It need not be always a blood work or any kind of test which only suggests what is wrong with your health. If you start observing your own body, you will come to know what is it trying to tell you, because bodies talk. Our own body talks. Like for example, we feel hungry and we have hunger pangs, right? So our body is talking and saying, hey, we are hungry. Okay. And in the similar manner, our body literally talks. For example, if we are having a headache, our body is saying, okay, you have used a lot of your head, can you give it a rest? It's as simple as that. So what I would want you to do is, for 3 months, make a diary, because I don't have any other details, since this is a question sent through email. So I cannot have a live talk right now with you, because you are not on an audio call with me like others. Okay, I see other callers joining in. Are there questions for me? Okay, they have muted themselves. Okay, so let me go further with the other questions which have come. Now the third question is there, which talks about, I find it hard to get proper sleep at night. Okay, and honestly speaking, this is a problem of most of my clients. Actually, even I find it hard to go to sleep before my menstrual cycle, to be honest. Yeah, so I find it hard to get proper sleep at night. Either it takes a long time to sleep, or I keep waking up in between half sleepy. I do not feel rested in the mornings. Absolutely understandable. I know a lot of people have talked about not taking the electronics or your cell phones to bed. Now the reason is that it's not just your mind is occupying into something which is there in your cell phone or laptop. It's something to do even with the rays, vibrations, the energies which are there in these technical stuff. And now even the Wi-Fi, the 5G, which is soon going to be 6G probably. So all these things are a sort of, you can say, there are wavelengths, there are frequencies which actually interrupt with your mind. So one thing I would just advise, keep all your electronics off your bedroom, and especially the television. The second advice I would like to give is, keep a steady time to go to bed. For example, it's always best to have a cutoff time to go to bed as 8:30, 9 or max 9:30. I know a lot of people might be laughing at me right now for saying this because a lot of people have the habit of going to bed at around 11:30, 12, and then they don't get sleep till 1 and 2, right? Yeah. So that happens with most of the people. Now, why am I saying the cutoff time should not go beyond 9:30? Now, there is a reason why our body, specifically after 10, even if it was very sleepy at 8:30, 9, 9:30, after 10, if you stretch yourself, your body is tired still, probably your mind is tired still, but is not able to go to sleep now. So usually if you observe your own body, this is exactly what happens. Of course, I'm not saying that from today, if you go to sleep at 9, like you will be able to sleep at 9 and within a week you will be a 9 o'clock sleeper. No, it's not so. It's a habit pattern, and it's a strong habit pattern of our mind. So you have to give your mind a new habit with a consistent cutoff time. So consistent cutoff time means those who work during the weekends. Okay. um, I mean, those who do not work during the weekends, I meant that. So if you're not working on a Saturday and a Sunday, or if you're not working on a Sunday, usually a lot of people have the habit of doing what? When they have a holiday the next day, they stretch their sleep hours and they wake up pretty late during their holiday, right? Now, I'm not saying that you need to wake up the same time as your weekdays when you're doing a work. No, what I'm trying to say is still keep the cutoff time to go to sleep a little early. Deadline to be max 10 before your holiday. And next day, stay in bed so you can sleep 12 hours, 10 to 10, no problem. But do not change your cutoff times, because then, for example, if you change your cutoff time on a Saturday, now instead of 9:30 you sleep at 12, 1, your Sunday also will become a little bit 11:30, 12. Monday will be again 11. So you are disturbing 2-3 more days by breaking your habit pattern of your mind. So my suggestion is be very consistent with the going to bed cutoff time. A lot of people say that they are not able to sleep because they consume caffeine and tea. But honestly speaking, I have two kinds of groups. Some people just doze off when they actually drink tea. I'm pretty sure about coffee. It gives them a kick that they don't go to sleep that easily. So again, in this case also, I would want you to actually observe your body and see yourself whether tea and coffee is giving you easy sleep or is taking away your sleep. So be your own research subject, I would say, in this matter. And then there are other solutions like aroma oils. I would say like peppermint oil. It's very good. Just sprinkle it on the side of the pillow, not on the center, because it burns your skin. So that whenever you sniff it, you feel very relaxed. Some can even use lavender oil, but those who have migraines and headaches, I would ask them to avoid lavender oil. Then you have many creams which you can apply, which is a mix of lavender and vanilla, or lavender and cedarwood creams. So you just have to apply it around the neck area and in your wrist areas, so that you can just sniff it a little bit while you try going to sleep. It really helps. And the third option is actually oiling your feet before you go to bed. So of course use the oil which doesn't cause stains on your mattress or on a bed sheet. So use the oil, massage your feet a little bit for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, both your feet. Or you can apply a cream, like a lotion to your feet, and 2 minute massage. You can of course do it 5 minute if you have that much strength at night. You'll feel far more relaxed, and it's more easier to sleep that ways. Another, of course, the obvious way of sleeping is it's a little bit luxurious solution, I would say. When you have the temperature inside a room around 21 degrees or 22 degrees, you can easily sleep. But when it's like more than 28 degrees, 30 degrees, it's a little bit hot. In heat, it's difficult for a person to go to sleep that easily. But still, the cutoff time actually makes it pretty easy to even doze off regardless of the weather. Okay, caller. I see 2 callers had joined while I was talking about these questions. Do you have any questions for me? Hi. Okay. Go ahead. Would you like to ask a question? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, so the caller has had the question or just asked that why is it difficult for her to take steps? It's like something is blocking her, or she's a little bit more confused about taking further steps. And sometimes she knows what is to be done, but yet is not able to take further steps. Okay. Um, so, here, what I understand is when does this habit come? It happens when, if you're sure of what is to be done and yet you find that you are still not able to reach to a decision and take the steps in action, one most prominent thing which stops a person from doing that is paying too much attention to what others are saying around you about what you wish to do. Okay. Okay, I understand that you're talking about your clients as a healer, that you, for you, clients having any kind of opinion about your work, it's not something which you get bothered with. That's a very good thing. But I was talking about, basically we get affected by the opinions of our loved ones and the ones whom we hold at a respect level in our closest knit family. So, when our own loved ones don't see our worth, or sometimes have very strong opinions about our work, and for us, more than walking on that path, we are constantly trying to please them, or constantly trying to understand that why is it that they are not encouraging me or appreciating my work or want me to go on this path. Now, that's where the hurdles lie. You have to understand this. If your heart is very clear as to what steps you need to take, you know what is the decision to be taken, and yet you are not able to work on it. You either have to choose letting go of what you wish to do wholeheartedly, or actually just start walking on that path regardless of opinions of others. Because, see, everyone will have opinions, everyone, even our loved ones. And it's fine if they give you any kind of their own feedback and everything. Of course, it's their right. Probably they are giving it from a space of love and care. But till you test the ground, till you put things into action, how else will you know whether this path which you wish to take is going to be your ultimate path and journey or not? So, my advice is, instead of thinking so much about what each person is telling you or feels about you or the path you are going to take, I would just say, begin your journey. Begin your journey. Blessings to you. Anything else you wanted to add? Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. You can stay online, or you can listen to the other callers, or I'm anyway reading the questions which were sent. So it's up to you. Or you can continue with your work. Yeah. The next question. I'm still searching for my twin soul. Twin soul, the underlined word. I cannot find a suitable partner for marriage. I'm already 32 years old. Tell me, this is the problem of half of my clients, and especially female ones who are unmarried. Okay, you know why I said underline the word twin soul? Because the true concept of twin soul is those souls who like taking birth together, life after life. And why do they take birth? It's not out of love and only love. And it's not like couples and romantic relationship twin souls are any two souls. It could be brother sister, it could be husband wife, it could be father daughter, it could be mother son, it could be grandfather grandchild. So twin souls are actually born with a purpose, and majorly it's to teach each other certain lessons of life on earth. So guess what, when you're teaching another soul lessons of life on earth, you're not teaching with a lot of love and compassion only. You are actually going to pose a lot of challenges for the other soul on earth who is born in a human body, because it's only through challenges, pain, loss, uncertainty that people learn. So basically, twin soul relationship is pretty complicated actually. On earth, it's the most difficult relationship to have. And I understand when you say that you cannot find a suitable partner for marriage and you're 32 years old. I actually have clients who are in their 40s and still have not found, even divorced, who have still not been able to find a proper guy of their choice, because honestly a lot of guys have addiction issues. A lot of girls are more in favor of settled and a little bit rich guys. I'm just being honest here. What are the problems which I come across with my clients? So because of all these things, it's difficult to find a suitable partner for marriage. Actually, I have a video on YouTube. My channel is @international healer. So @international healer, channel name on YouTube. Visit that. It has a video in which how you can actually find a partner. It's a relationship suggestion. So a quick advice here is, make as many friends as possible. Try to understand those friends. Do not begin starting to date right away from the first person you meet. Now this is where what happens is, you date one person for 6 months and you then come to know the real colors, and the 6 months are gone. Another 6 months, same thing. Another 1 year, same thing. 2 years, same thing. So in that, what happens is, years pass but you don't find the true person. So what I would advise is, make lots of friends without benefits, in my suggestion, honestly speaking. Because when you have friends with benefits, then the benefits actually takes more prominence in a relationship, and you think that is love. So firstly, try to understand your friends, and then meet the friends, your friends friends, so you will know more about the person. So your group will also be big. So this is my first suggestion. And then meet the friends family members as well. Not one, many friends family members. You will eventually come to know who is the right person for you. So go for group meets, go for programs, go for certain voluntary organizational parties and all those things where you meet a lot of people. I would really suggest avoid all addictions while you're meeting, because otherwise addictions empower the real feelings, and you won't be able to understand a person half drunk. I mean, humorously. This was the general suggestion for everyone who is not able to find a suitable partner for marriage. And for the person who asked the question, I'm 32 years old, I can understand your stress levels. All I would say is, be blessed. Hopefully, when the new year begins, you find someone with the suggestions given today. The next question is, I tried doing past life regression, but I just cannot go under. I am continuously aware of everything and nothing comes. I want to know my past life. One of the misconceptions people have is that everyone can go into a somnambulistic state. Somnambulistic meaning deep state where you forget everything about the world, everything about yourself, what is happening around you, etc., etc. And you are deep into like in a movie in a past life. Somnambulistic states are not so common among people. And over the years, I can say over 8 years, since 8 years, a lot of people have stopped going into the deepest levels of trance. Rather, they stay consciously aware of a lot of things going on, and yet their inner mind, their soul is able to tap into a lot of memories of the current life and past life. So, what I'm trying to say is the conscious mind never goes completely disconnected. How will it go? Because in a past life, a therapist is asking questions. Where are you? What are you doing? What is your experience? For that, you have to be consciously aware of, I am in front of a therapist and the therapist is asking me questions and I'm supposed to answer as to what is happening around me, right? So, the misconception that, oh, I will be totally knocked off and in some different world, it's a misconception. Secondly, past life regression is not for everyone. I have got a lot of people coming for a past life regression because they want to know their past life. Honestly, that shouldn't be the only reason why you should be doing a past life. Just wanting to know a past life. If you feel there is a very strong connection to present circumstances and present life, due to which you feel that, oh, I need to actually go into a past life and check whether there are certain elements of the past life which is actually impacting my present and which can impact my future. Or I would like to know why in this lifetime I have so many difficulties, or why am I this kind of a person in this lifetime due to which I'm facing so many difficulties, or why do I actually meet always people who betray me, etc., etc. So if you have such strong reasons where you have clear ideas as to why you need to go into a past life, your soul will actually cooperate with you. So it is not me putting you into a past life or you going into a past life, it's actually a soul calling. So if the soul is ready, it'll take you. If the soul is not ready, it won't take you. If the soul thinks it's not yet time for you to go into a past life, it won't take you. So another way actually, you can know your past life regression, or rather you can know your past life without you going into a regression, is the heart modality. Heart is healing above regression therapy. You can actually check the International Healers Association /HART. You can go to that website. It'll give you a complete concept as to what heart is. In short, if I need to explain, you need not even go under, you need not even be present during those sessions. All you need to do is just ask a couple of questions, drop an email. There are certain charges as per the number of questions you ask, and somebody else who is actually a heart research healer, I call it HRH, who goes under and they really connect at depth to the universe and brings messages for people, for earth, and for the entire universe. So you can get your message about your past life in that modality as well. And then of course there are the Akashic records which can also bring your past life. So that's my suggestion for you. Okay, I see that callers are coming and going. Probably there is a technical issue with the WhatsApp call link, is how much I'm understanding. Let's proceed. Excellent. Now coming down to the final question. I was told by a healer that so and so will happen during a particular time. Okay. it never happened. I feel that it is really a waste of one's future when something else keeps happening. Okay, I feel more miserable when all my hopes fail. I absolutely understand when things which have been told to you by a healer are predicted and things are not happening as per the predictions. Now, this is something which I have actually already talked about in the International Healers WhatsApp group. Predictions are never written on stone. So it's like, even in the next 5 minutes, if something is predicted to you, every minute what you do during those 5 minutes can actually change the conclusion, meaning the prediction in itself. So when every minute what you do can change your prediction, what do you think is going to happen with the predictions which are given at a futuristic level? So here what I'm trying to pinpoint is, predictions are like roadmaps. They are paths being shown to you. You have to walk on that path. If you really need something in your life, you have to walk in action on that path. Keeping a hope is a wonderful thing, but if the actions are missing, the hope and the healer's predictions is not enough for that event to manifest. So, what I'm saying is, I understand it's disappointing that something is said strongly that this is going to happen in your life, you will be financially abundant, etc., etc. Now, if honestly only predictions brought changes in this world, then every healer would have just predicted entire world is rich, entire world is healthy, entire world is happy, and everyone is happy, rich, successful, and healthy. What a beautiful world it would have been if all predictions turned true. But as I said, actions. And when predictions are given about two people, for example, two people in a relationship, now what one person does and the other person in relationship does, both coordinate to manifest an event. So even if it's predicted that you two will eventually fall in love and get married, if one of the person just changes the path and just leaves the country and goes to another country, then there is no meeting, then there is no marriage. Then the predictions are not going to come true. So as I said, actions can change the consequences. So what I would say is, all the healers, whatever messages they have given, try going back and listening or reading to the messages and understand what is it that you need to do, or you need to change, or you need to put into action for these predictions to turn true. Let me check if there are any email questions, because I had asked the people to also send me an email, the one especially with the connection which was an issue. Okay, let me just check. One sec. Okay, where is it? Okay. Okay, I have got one question. I'm having too many work openings. It's like I've been walking on 3 different paths. How should I find out which is my path? Okay, firstly, congratulations to you. You have 3 paths to walk on. Certain people have all doors closed. I would just say that if all 3 paths are important for you, prioritize the 3 paths, open all the doors. That means walk on all 3 paths, but prioritize them. Which path should be given first priority? And what is eventually going to happen is, one of the paths is going to be much more permanent, and the one you will eventually land in. So it's like the universe has opened three doors, but the universe will ensure that you will reach the right path. So walk on all three, enjoy the three paths, is what I can say. Probably all these three paths are coming together for a reason, maybe preparing you for that one final path which you are eventually supposed to walk in. The way to find out which is the best part, as I said, walk on all three paths, or walk on the path which you find more closer to your heart. If you do not wish to walk on all three paths together, listen to your heart. Okay. Blessings to all. And now I begin with the meditation, as we are almost coming towards the conclusion of our Friday International Healers WhatsApp call audio session, maintaining the confidentiality of everyone on the call. Let's begin with the meditation. You can either sit on a chair with a headrest, meaning head is supported on the chair, or you can sit on a recliner, a lounge, or a sofa, or a bed. So you can actually lie down on a sofa or a bed or on a recliner or on a lounge. Ensure that you're comfortable for these 5 minutes. So if you're wearing glasses, take it off because your eyes will be closed now. So gently close your eyes. Any sounds, if they come and go, let them come and go as you gently close your eyes. Adjust and align your whole body. Make it more comfortable. Just observe your usual breath. Keep observing your usual breath. You need not make it deep and slow. Just observe your usual breath. And as you observe your usual breath, I would want you to focus on the area between your eyebrows and the center of your forehead. That's behind your eyes, between your eyebrows and the center of your forehead. Just observe that area. Any sensations will come and go. All you need to do is observe that area. Observe. A lot of thoughts will come and go. We all have extremely overthinking minds. Let thoughts come and go, but you keep bringing your focus to the center of your forehead. And let the breathing be as is, your usual breaths. And now, move the area of observation at the top of your head, at the center of your head, scalp area. So it's like even your eyeballs with your eyes closed are moving up towards the center of your head, at the top of your head. Just observe that area. Keep observing with your usual breath. It doesn't matter what sensations are happening. Just observe everything coming and going on the top of your head in the center. Some people might even sense a feeling of light. Just observe, be in that moment. Just for a minute before I bring you back. Observe in silence. Go with the flow. You're safe and secure, loved and nurtured. Coming back to the present. 3. Feeling relaxed. 2. Healed. And 1. You can gently open your eyes. Feeling lighter and relaxed. Be blessed. Be blessed.